We have to beat Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have taken too many points off us at Old Trafford recently. Michael Carrick, you have to get the job done against Palace. I'm tired of Crystal Palace always beating Manchester United. Listen, this is a must-win game for top four. We have to get the win. But Crystal Palace have always beaten us at Old Trafford in recent times. Can we put an end to that? Manchester United vs Crystal Palace this weekend, and guys, this as usual another important game for top four. However, we are facing a team that could be called our bogey team, our spooky team, whatever you want to call Palace, right? Because Palace have beaten us 3 times, I believe, in the last meetings at Old Trafford. They have won 4 out of their last 6 visits to Old Trafford. Now, the thing is, times have changed. We are not that same team anymore. We are unbeaten in 2026. We have Michael Carrick, one of the best managers at the moment. And that is a fact because Manchester United are probably the only unbeaten team at the moment. But there's some history between this game because Palace, in 4 of the last 5 meetings, Crystal Palace have scored first. They have won 4 of their last 6 visits to Old Trafford. Now, if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. Because even though Crystal Palace haven't been the team that they was last season, they're still a good team. And I know there's been some bad blood between Glasner, the owners. A lot of their players have left. They've recently lost their captain, Mark Way, to Man City. Mateta's injured. They have signed Jorgen Strand Larsen from Wolves to reinforce an attack. They've got some other good players in the team like Ismail Sarr. But Crystal Palace is not what they once used to be under Glasner. Since the fallout between Glasner and the owners, they have recently dropped very bad in form. And we are up form now. Manchester United, like I said, unbeaten 2026. 6 games played and we've won 5 of them. 16 points out of 18 in 2026 for Manchester United. We couldn't even win 2 games in a row under Ruben Amorim. So this is progress on another level. But like I say, Crystal Palace still gives me the chills because every time we've played Crystal Palace, we've got smashed. We've got smashed even at our house. Crystal Palace came to our house, opened our fridge, ate our food, and left with the door opened. So I am not 100% confident, but considering we have Michael Carrick, we are unbeaten. Palace are on a downflow, bro. We have to win this game. And I'm going to talk about some team news going on to this game now. Like I said, Mateta's injured. I believe Nketiah's injured. But they do have Jorgen Strand Larsen. They signed him for a massive fee from Wolves. And that guy is a physical monster. Thankfully, we have a physical monster in our defense as well. And his name is Harry Maguire. And that's going to be an interesting battle. Harry Maguire versus Jorgen Strand Larsen. Listen, Maguire's up for the battle, Maguire has been one of our best defenders. Yes, Maguire has been one of our best defenders in recent time. And people can talk all they want about Harry Maguire. But the fact is, he was in the dump a few seasons ago. And now he has risen. He has risen from the bottom and become a veteran, a leader, and even some may say a vice captain in some words. Because Harry Maguire, the way he was handling Everton the other day, was exceptionally well. And I believe he will put the same performance in this game. Now, let's talk about some players to watch out in Crystal Palace. I'll start off with Ismail Sarr. This guy, exceptionally good player. He can even score a lot of goals. I believe he's someone to look out for in this game. And, they also have some other good players in the team. But I'm going to talk about one player in particular. A player that some may say might be joining Manchester United next season. He's someone that I've watched throughout the Premier League, and I've always wondered why no top team has signed him. But I believe this season, a top team will sign him, and I hope That's Manchester United. I am talking about Adam Watson, one of the most complete midfielders in the Premier League. Now, there's a battle here. There's a battle between two of England's most promising midfielders and probably the best midfielders in their position now, currently. I'm talking about Kobbie Mainoo of Manchester United going up against Adam Watson. Now, how does this battle go on? Kobbie Mainoo, as we all know, is the progressive carrier. He takes on players. He's a final third player, like he gets the ball to the final third players. He carries the ball in. He has averaged 91 pass completion rate. Now, Watson, some may say, is the opposite. Some may say he's better than Mainoo. But Watson is a volume passer. He leads Palace in total passes. He actually has over 30 yards covered. He has long ball accuracy. And that guy is as cool as an ice cube, because having him in your midfield is a privilege. It's actually a privilege to have someone like Adam Watson. He is just quality, a timeless player, bro. He could be playing. Playing in La Liga. He could be playing in Serie A. He could be playing anywhere, because his skill that he has is amazing. It works in any system. You have Adam Watson in the midfield, and you could have someone next to him, and he's going to do most of the work, bro. So Adam Watson versus Kobbie Mainoo is going to be interesting. Now, while Crystal Palace have Watson, we have Mainoo and we have Casemiro. Now, that combination there is on fire at the moment. I know the last game against Everton, they weren't looking the best, but we have Mainoo and Casemiro. Now, I would have been unsure if we had like Ugarte and Mainoo starting, but the fact that we have Casemiro to back Kobbie up, for me, Mainoo and Casemiro will neutralize Watson, I believe. I believe they are the right duo to help our midfield go up against like a Palace and a Watson, you know? And yeah, this is going to be interesting battle. I still believe Adam Watson will try to control the show for Palace, but Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro will help tone him down so he can obviously not do too much. And now let's talk about some Manchester United players. Let's talk about someone that this guy has changed lives. Changed lives, bro. Sene Lamons. Sene van der Sar. This guy was catching corners for free in the last game against Everton. Everton had 10 corners, bro. This guy had to be in a wrestling match, and he still came out on top. If we had Andre Onana in that game against Everton, we would have lost that game 5-3 or 5-2, because Onana wouldn't have caught half of those. Sene Lamons brings calmness, he brings peace, he brings stability, he just brings total control that we have lacked in a goalkeeper for some time. We had to watch the likes of Bayindir, Onana, even David De Gea, even though he's a legend and I respect him, in his final seasons at Old Trafford, he wasn't the best. So we have endured probably so bad goalkeepers, you could say. And Lamons is like the top 3 at the moment in goalkeepers in the Premier League. And this guy, we only signed him for 18 million or 20 million. Listen, I have to give credit to the Manchester United scouting department, especially the goalkeeper scouting department, Jason Wilcox, Vavel. I'm so glad that we didn't listen to Amran and sign Martinez, because he would have not been the one that I wanted. Anyway, like I said, Lamons gives me peace. Knowing that we have Lamons 3 clean sheets in the last 6 games just brings a sense of peace to me. I know that with Lamons in goal, Lamons only gets beaten from bangers. Lamons doesn't get beaten from easy shots, bro. So if you're going to beat Lamons, it has to be a world-class goal, a world-class free kick, a long range, some deflection. He's not going to get beaten from easy goals. So Lamons, for me, incredible, bro. I'm just so happy that we have him now in our team. And there have still been some rumors that Lisandro Martinez is not going to be back for the game. And against Everton, Carrick puts on Euro. Listen, guys, Lenny Euro was recently, 2 seasons ago, playing in League One. And now he's playing for Manchester United in the Premier League. Give the guy some slack, bro. He's still a kid, but I've been impressed with him recently because I've seen he's put on some muscle. He looks more composed on the ball, doesn't stress much. He had been played with Ten Hag, he'd be playing under Amran. those guys, we know they weren't good coaches. Now that we've seen Carrick come in, he hasn't been starting games as much, but when he has been played, I've been impressed with him. So whether it be Euro or Martinez, I think our defense is in good hands, especially since we have, like I said, Maguire there. And now, I'm only talking about Manchester United players, right? Because Crystal Palace, I don't have much to talk about their players. I have to talk about, there's a big decision that Michael Carrick has to make in this team, bro. Because Benjamin Sesko is knocking on his door and he has to start this game. I don't know why he would not start this game. Because I feel Benjamin Sesko, if he starts a game, he'll do better than when he comes off the bench. And we've seen how good he does when he comes off the bench. Got a goal in the last 3 games, bro. Averaging a goal every 68 minutes. Nah, man. He scored late, decisive goals. 3 consecutive games he scored goals off the bench. He's the most efficient striker in the league right now at the moment. And there's a decision to be made. Who gets dropped for Benjamin Sesko to start? There can only be 3 choices that Manchester United can choose from. Or should I say Michael Carrick can choose from. It either be Cunha, Ahmad, Mbuemo. And considering what happened in the last game, the person that was subbed off by Carrick was Ahmad. Now, in this game, I know Ahmad has been one of the best players at the team, but I think he needs a break. I haven't been so impressed with him. I love Ahmad. Ahmad is one of my favorite players in the team. But in this game particularly, I think he should be on the bench, and I think Sesko should start. I want to see Sesko, Mbuemo, and Cunha all start. The 3 of them combined for the goal against Everton, the winning goal. Cunha with the beautiful pass, Mbuemo with the assist, and Sesko with the finish. I want to see that 3 start in this game. In fact, I want to see them start every game. I want to see what the 3 of them can do when they consistently play together. Because when they play together, they'll develop understanding, more understanding. And if we want to genuinely challenge for top 4, we need the 3 of them to be performing 10 out of 10s. We need them to be assisting each other. We need them to be scoring. And I believe Carrick should start this now. Start Sesko with Mbuemo and Cunha. And I believe if he does that, we will comfortably win this game. Comfortably. I'm going to go into my conclusion of this match. Listen, my final prediction. Before I say my prediction, let me tell you why I'm going to talk about United will win. We are unbeaten, right? We are at home. We have a better team. We have better options off the bench. We have a goalkeeper in Le Mans who is performing exceptionally well. We have Sesko, who is a striker who is performing off the bench insanely good. And we deserve to give Palace a beating. We deserve to give Crystal Palace a loss at Old Trafford. We need to show that these teams, now that Old Trafford is a fortress, and in order to do that, we have to beat these teams like Palace convincingly. So I think this could be a statement win for us. I'm going to say a comfortable 2-0 win. Sesko to score, and maybe Mbuemo or Cunha to score the second goal. I think this will be another clean sheet for Le Mans, and I think we'll move comfortably into the top 4. Let me know what your score prediction will be in the comments and who you think will score the goals. Guys, this has been it for the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe if you are new. And I am Jordan. This has been Jordan Talks Football. I shall see you in the next video. Peace.